What up, guys?
What up, brother?
Hi.
Hey, what's up? So this is Sikinimi Comics. Where we got some crews, the two chiefs,
Yeah, the east and the west over
East
here.
meets West Chiefs. We got Mike, the Joker, 21, M21,
Yes,
and
yes.
Gomez, Comic Collector. We
Yes,
have
sir.
we had Doom for a while, but he's in a big island, so he's probably gonna be watching us. Probably in the chat somewhere. There we are.
Hey,
Alex was
he
right.
said Alex was right.
Yeah, right. Fuck that
Oh,
shit. I'm sorry, Alex. If you're gonna watch this on the rewind, Alex, that's bullshit, bro.
yeah, man. It's all good, Alex. We team Alex.
All right, guys. How are you guys? Well, we talked about this, but yeah, happy belated Merry Christmas and upcoming New Year, guys.
Yes,
For
sir.
real. Yes, man. Yeah, excited, man. Holiday time, man. Family time. You know that's the
No
best
shit,
time.
man.
You know what I
Family
mean?
time. My family time is at work.
Damn, that sucks, man.
Hey, gotta make the money, man. Gotta buy my comics, you know.
That's true.
True.
That's true. But I got vacation that I could spend. So hey, I got a bunch of hours I could use. So I'm good. I took a
Good
few
for you,
weeks off.
man.
Yeah, man.
Well deserved.
Hell yeah, big time. But yeah, man,
Hey,
excited to be here.
Brewski. Fucker, you make some great grinds, huh?
I don't know. I don't think he heard you.
What happened?
You grind, you cook, man. You're the chef.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I-
I did some prime ribs. I did some hams. Yeah, it came out real good, bro. Real good.
Yeah, after
Actually, it
watching
came
your
out
stuff,
better.
man, I fucking drove by Jack in the Box. I had to grab myself a burger.
I bet you got total half hour later.
Oh shit! Bombs away.
Nah, your broski
Real
always
good, bro.
chefs it up, man. Yeah. I told you, whenever I'm in the West Coast, bro, listen, you're gonna have to cook me something, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I'm gonna try to get a smoker probably mid this year during summertime. Trying to fix up. That's my goal this year. Everybody talking about the grills for comics. I think my goal is just to learn how to cook better and be a better person when it comes to cooking and more healthier. Because we eat a lot of bullshit.
Facts. Yeah.
They're blowing up.
Yeah, two people watching. Yeah, fucking my channel's been blowing up. Dude, if you haven't noticed, my channel's been blowing up, bro.
The only two people watch is me and you, dude. That's it.
Having two people is fucking double about the
Baby,
fucking.
about
Like all
comics.
about comics. Jay South is in the house. What's up, Jay South? Up?
So, whoa, what is this? I thought you said the DC video was the last video. Yeah, well, that was the last video, but this is a live show, so I'm assuming this is gotta be a little bit different. So, yeah. Man, fucking Jesus, always fucking busting my balls, man.
Keeping it spicy.
Happy holidays, everybody in the chat too, man. For real, man.
Yeah,
The rewind, catch the rewind too. Well,
I said catch it in the rewind, baby. Like Broski always says. So you missed it once. Catch it in the rewind.
yes. Sir.
All right, so I just want to talk about this because everybody been talking about this fucking Spider-Man No Way Home. There's a lot of spoilers out there and stuff. So I figured 2 weeks is a good time for fucking spoil things, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
I mean,
man.
people did it in the
I haven't
fucking-
watched that shit, so go ahead.
You haven't watched it?
Nah, I don't care for it, bro. Keep
Listen,
talking.
after all the Brosies, what I'm pretty sure he heard plenty of things. What happened?
I watched Hawkeye. Fuck Spider-Man. That was a good show. That's my opinion, though.
All
I
right,
had my
so first-
Spider-Man time.
So the
I
first one
rather
was
watch Andrew Garfield.
Spider-Man No Way Home. All right, Mike, I know you've seen it.
Yeah, I seen it.
You already talked about this and on the New York Warrior channel. You guys had talked about it.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to talk about it, you could talk about it. I give my feedback because like you said, I already talked about it. But I to me, honestly speaking, overall, man, the movie was awesome. I enjoyed it. It's one of my favorite Spider-Man movies right now to date.
All right, I gotta disagree.
Okay.
I gotta disagree. Here's my thing. As for when it comes to fan base, fanboy, have the nostalgia of watching the first Spider-Man that Sony came out with Tobey Maguire. Along with that, I follow with Andrew Garfield with Amazing Spider-Man, and now with Tom Holland. I get the whole fanboy. I mean, I just love that whole nostalgia coming all together in one movie. Helping each other. But at the same, but at the same time, I mean, I gave it a 10 out of 10 when it comes to fan base. All right.
Mhm.
But when it comes to the storyline, to a point where like, fuck, I was so disappointed, man.
What
Because
what was you disappointed? Disappointed about the what? The whole movie or this? What
it,
you was disappointed about?
it got disappointed to a point where they just it lacked it somehow it lacked the depth of the story when it comes to the villains. Because yeah, you got the lizard came out of fucking nowhere, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Okay. And Doctor Octopus and Green Goblin, like how the
Mhm.
fuck they just end up coming all in one time and know exactly where Peter Parker was?
I
I
mean,
still don't understand that.
I mean, if you think about it, it's not what they knew where he was at. It was more of a like Spider-Man had Spidey sense, like you know what I'm saying. Like it just happened to be that Spider-Man was around. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no,
It's a
see,
movie. You know what I mean? It's a
no,
movie.
I see, I know that, but I'm
Yeah,
being very
but when
technical when it comes to
they're like they're not dead yet. So this happens. The time frame that they get jumped on is before they die, and before they're
no.
situated.
I get the whole point. I love that. I like the fact that they did not die way before, just before they about to die. They got into that stuff, right? But the thing is, Peter Parker wasn't there because of the Spidey sense. He was there to make sure that his girlfriend and Ned get back into MIT, talk to
Mm-hmm.
whoever was in charge of of I don't know, looking who gets in, who gets not, who gets overlooked, right?
Yeah.
And at the same time, Doc Ock comes up, he say, hey Peter, and then fucking Green Goblin comes at the same time. As to me, it's like I enjoyed that part, but at the same time, like, how the fuck you get two villains come at the same place where Peter Parker was, where they could have used at least 5 minutes, they could have beamed somewhere else. You know what I mean?
They should have had
It just,
Tom
it,
Hardy.
it's just
I have an issue with that at all, bro.
I had an issue with that because okay, that as well. And second part is fucking Electro and Sandman. Where the fucking Sandman come from?
It's from his universe.
I know, but why Electro and Sandman at the same location? And it's just to me like dawning to a point where, bro, you could have built this thing a little bit more if you spent an extra 5 minutes on each villain coming into Tom Holland's universe
Yeah.
and finding his way to find Peter. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And that was just my thing. That was
Right,
just,
right, dude. Island boy.
Island boy.
Island boy.
But I mean, listen, man. When Peter and Stephen Strange they open up that multiverse, we don't know where these people come from. We didn't even know at this point who was coming from. Like who's coming through the multiverse. They only showed Tom Holland, and it could have been multiple different characters that came through. We don't even know. I don't know. You saw Venom. He came through, and we didn't know. You know what I mean?
yeah, no, yeah. I mean, even that. I mean, it's just to a point. If I had to rate this fucking, if I had to rate this movie, I'll say about 7 out of 10.
I mean, that's still good. That's still
It's
good.
good.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
good, but there's some point
Rotten
that I was
Tomatoes
thinking,
approved.
I was like, how the to a point where like, all right, everything was good. Like I said, fan base point, it was fucking awesome. But the storyline is to a point like, how the fuck they like, I don't know, same place at the same time, even though they jumped in so and so, it just coincidentally, it's like that's just too much coincidence happened all at once, and that's just the first act of the whole fucking movie. The second part, the second act is how the fuck Ned knew how to use fucking Doctor Strange, that fucking thing, like.
Actually, it wasn't it by mistake that he did something and he saw a spark or some shit, right?
Yeah, but look, it took Doctor Strange fucking years to master that shit.
Yeah, but remember, Wong said in his family they have history of dealing with magic. You know what I mean? His ancestors and shit. You gotta pay attention, man. These are the things that they're talking about.
I understand, but that's wrong, man.
I pay attention
But the
when
thing
it
is,
comes
I
out on
remember
Blu-ray
Ned's.
and I watch it.
I remember Ned's mom was saying like, "Oh,
Grandma.
our
Was his
family
mom?
has some his." But like, why did they fucking say that on like part 1, part 2? You know what I mean? What? Why the fucking out of nowhere, out of fucking necessity that Ned knew how to fucking open up portals? I'm like, to me, it's like that's bullshit.
I mean, maybe
That's
people
too
will agree
fucking
with
much.
you.
That's just fucking cutting it straight to a point where making it too easy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Doom is killing it in the chat there, man.
Yeah, well, fuck, I got magic finger, but fuck, I wish I can open up portals as well. But
Uh,
to me, it's just to a point where like it was just too fast, and to a point where what, Ned? He opened the portal? What the fuck? You know what I mean?
yeah. I mean, like I said, man, I like once he said about that, it's not more of a like, oh damn, out of the blue he had that shit. Like he explained a little bit that his family had history with dealing with magic, and then him just kind of like sparked something like that. Didn't really too much. Was like, oh well, why? You know, they kind of explained. They kind of threw that in there so you can understand it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I understand it. It's fucking bullshit. I mean, that's
That I mean, I guess it is true. Why didn't they mention it in part 1? I was playing
yeah,
issue
in
1,
part 1
part
or
1,
part
yeah.
2 or something like, hey, you know what, Peter?
Yeah, man, I
You
haven't
know,
seen it either, bro. I haven't seen this shit either. I'm just listening to a story.
Ray Roy, what's up, Ray Roy?
yeah,
Yeah.
well, and that's and the last part, to me is like it took 3 fucking movies, Spider-Man movies, and they decided to fucking reboot the whole shit.
Yeah, you figured it was gonna happen because with Iron Man who died and everything situation, he ain't gonna get the same gadgets that he had. So it made perfect sense with everything going on.
Well, that's the whole thing is that the whole takeaway for me is that this whole trilogy of Spider-Man movie was just a joke to a point where they're going to reboot everything, and now to a point where okay, this is a Spider-Man that I grew up reading. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, but then you think about okay, with the situation with Spider Man and with all these new Hawkeye and all these new young Avengers and young, I think he might team up with those young kids and work up a team
no,
and he
no,
start from
no,
scratch.
because nobody knows who he is now. You
Well, I'm
can't.
talking about in general, and not right now, but like as the MCU develops, it's better. He doesn't have the gadgets, so he has to create his own. From what I've heard and what I've seen, or whatever. So it's kind of I don't know. It's gonna be different, and that's what you want. You want something different.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind the whole reboot. Like, not, but you could say it's a reboot, right? Because
It's a
it's start all
reboot.
over. It is. I don't mind it. I don't mind it.
No,
You
I don't
know,
mind it either. This is what I wanted, but
yeah.
it took 3 fucking movies to reboot. You know, and just mess to a point where okay, you got me a fan base where you're gonna have 3 different generations of Spider-Man, right?
Gadgets, yeah.
I love that, but at the end, to a point where all right, nobody's gonna know who I am. I'm gonna start all over again. It's like to me, it's like, come on, man, really?
Yo, my man. You introduce my man Martian. What's up, man?
Hey,
Martian.
You
what's
know my
up,
man here.
Martin?
Like,
Merry Christmas, guys.
Merry Christmas, yes, sir.
Well, let's start there, right? How you guys doing, man?
Sorry, man. I was just to a point where the whole freaking movie trilogy, it took me like years to
Hey,
finally.
just chill and hug it out, bro.
That's about it, right?
Oh man, but yeah,
I mean, it just everything else it was good. I mean, to a point where the storyline was a little bit to a point where I think it got rushed. It would have been good if they made it into a 2-part series.
nah.
Honestly,
I think it was good. I think it
you
was
know?
good the way it was. A 2-part story that is like okay. It's like
You
you
want to
get
drag it
right.
like
The
Lord of
only way, and look at what happened to Avengers, Infinity War, and what is it, the Endgame? That was a good movie to split up, you know, in 2 movies, and each movie was like almost 3 hours each, you know.
Yeah.
But this one right here was perfect. It was 2.5. They explained everything. I ain't seen anything too much rushed. You know what I mean? I enjoyed it. That's my opinion.
I enjoyed it. I'm a Spider-Man fan.
Yeah.
regardless if how shit he was. People say that Amazing Spider-Man was shit. I enjoyed it. David, did you watch it?
Yeah, man. It was. I enjoyed the hell out of it, dude. So, I saw it twice already. So,
What did you like about it? Was it the storyline, or was it just a fan base to a point where you get to see three Spider-Man together? What is it? What got you?
A little bit of everything.
I think I would have enjoyed it more if I didn't listen to any of you fuckers. Because I think we knew everything that was going to happen step by step by step by step. I mean, we knew it all. We were just waiting for it to kind of play out.
Trickle down.
And so when I was sitting there, the first time I was like, all right, let me just kind of sink it in. I would say the second time around, I liked it better just because I already knew what to expect, right? I think the first time around, you're more of a critic. You're just kind of critiquing it. Second time around, you're enjoying the movie more as far as like just taking it all in. And just more importantly, I guess, enjoying the people around you. You know what I mean? I think that to me was probably the biggest highlight, just enjoying, one, being out in the theater, two, the fan reactions on certain things. You know what I mean? Although we knew everything that was going to happen, and I think that takes away from the enjoyment versus somebody like my wife that went with me and she had no clue. She didn't watch any trailers, none of that crap. And she is a hard critic of MCU movies, meaning she doesn't really watch superhero stuff too much, and she really enjoyed this one. Whereas like Eternals, she was like, man, don't ever take me to that shit again. You know what I mean? Where she had a hard time sitting for 3 hours and really didn't connect to any of that. And then, you know, she watched all the Spider-Man movies with me. So and I didn't tell her anything about all the other Spider-Mans coming out. And she thought that was really, really cool. I think from a comedic standpoint, it had that MCU flavor type of deal. They're, you know, playing off other movies. But more importantly, like it was funny, man. To me, it was. They had some funny scenes. That whole old man, you know, Toby, I guess. You know, breaking his back or whatever, or cracking his back. That shit was just funny, man. Both times around, I knew it was coming, and I just loved the humor that it had around it. I mean, I really enjoyed it. I mean, there's not too many things that I could say that I didn't like. I would probably say for me a dislike was Jamie Foxx's character. I didn't like it. Like I liked his original character. I didn't think there was a need to change it. You know what I mean? More thuggish, kind of. I don't know. Like it just, to me, I didn't relate to that. I think that was unnecessary. I like the clumsy, goofy glasses guy that we saw the first time.
Yeah,
Interesting. Because I like the new. I like the Jamie Foxx.
Me too. I like the new style, new attitude.
Like the new style.
If that would have been the Jamie Foxx to me, I mean, if that would have been the original Jamie Foxx, that's how they should have rolled with him. You know what I mean, to begin with. But the second time around, I didn't feel it was necessary. Like, why change that character?
It didn't. That didn't make sense. You're right. That didn't make sense because if you're coming back from, you know, just about to die, you're still that character, right? So you know what I mean? To just quickly flip like that. That was. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, but I could see how people like them. You know what I mean? And I get it. Like, I mean, I would have preferred that Jamie Foxx for the first movie. You know what I mean? So I think that was cool. I mean, what else? I think Toby, Andrew Garfield both played really good. You know what I mean? I think those scenes when they come in and they were jumping on the screen when Ned brought him in, I think that was dope, man. I mean, I think everybody expected it. We were waiting for it. Everybody's clamoring for it. You could hear the crowd, what if? You know what I mean? You could just feel that energy, man. And it played out beautifully, man. I don't think they could have done anything better to introduce those two characters, man. I think they did it really
true.
well.
I got all nerdy when fucking out of the blue magician Ned opened the portal and the Spider-Man with his suit walked in.
Yep. They all waving and shit like.
I thought that was would be Tobey Maguire.
Yeah.
And when he took this fucking
the first one was Andrew Garfield.
No, but I thought he was Tobey Maguire. So I was thinking, okay, that's Toby. And when he took it out and when he unmasked himself in fucking hand, I swear to God, it's something nerdy about me is like, oh shit, you know, fucking clapping.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that part. That was best.
Yeah, I mean they did some cool stuff, man. I mean the Spidey senses, you know what I mean? When you heard that little noise, I don't think they really played off of that in other movies. So him just kind of hearing little rumbles or whatever, little noise, that kind of a little bell, if you will, that kind of set off on the Spidey senses. I thought that was really dope. You know what I mean? Just how they introduced that. So I thought the movie was put well together. The timing on it was perfect. I don't think it was like, some movies like just kind of lag. I don't think it lagged at all. I think it just played out really, really well.
Yeah, well, like I said, I everybody thought that this was one of the best Spider-Man movie, but I just have to kind of disagree. But you're right. You're right, Martian. The whole thing about going to a theater, getting the reaction. Me being out there, getting excited myself as
Yeah.
at the same
I
time.
have a question then. What would have made it? I mean, all right, because honestly speaking, this film, when I saw it, this shit it had me in a roller coaster, bro. It had me feeling all sorts of emotions, like nostalgia feelings and everything.
Yeah.
Like what would have made it a 10 for you? Like what would have pleased you, David?
Going back to what we talked about earlier in the scene, earlier is that if they spent at least 5 minutes on each villains that came in across that multiverse, how they got there, and we're saying, oh, where's it? Just say, man, this place looks different. Where's Peter? Giving that little 5 minute per character, I think that would have made to me a point where, oh, okay, shit, we got 5 villains. We got the Sinister Six came in, or call it Sinister Five, and said, oh, okay, now they're gonna look for Peter, and then when Peter goes to the bridge to talk about the MIT, and then Dr. Ock and fucking Green Goblin comes in, I would say, damn, I think that would have made a little bit more impact if just out of the nowhere, two fucking villain comes out of nowhere where Peter was.
I feel like, I mean, the movie was what, like 2 hours and 30 minutes, right? Something like that. Like if you would have added that on, that probably would have made the movie a little longer, and you would have complained about that. You know what I mean? So
look, I would sit there for 4 hours if I had to watch it. Honestly,
I don't know. I wouldn't have to sit there 4 hours though. I don't know. 4 hours is a little too much for a movie, but I just think it was right. I like the fact that they didn't show that, but they did explain it. They did explain what part of their timeline they came from.
Exactly.
I mean, you heard Electro say the energy feels a little different here. You know what I mean? You heard, hey, obviously, freaking Doc Ock, hey, you're not Spider-Man, blah blah blah. I mean, they hinted to it, and I think those hints, without the explanation, was just fine. In my mind.
No. I mean, say, what Mike was saying is like, what would have made it 10 is to a point where if they did a little bit more dialogue on each character crossing into the multiverse, into that universe, would have been a little bit better for me to say, hey, you know what, this is 9 out of 10. Just that 5 minutes for each character. Because if you go back to what Justice League on the Snyder Cut against the regular Josh Whedon, I mean, it's a 40 minutes different, but it's the prologue that, the prelogue that was taking, 15, 20 minutes off of that. But just that additional information just made the movie a little bit more refined, or it just makes more sense why they did what they did instead of jumping into that scene. Like I said, I enjoyed it, but to a point where going back.
Hey, but thinking as a fanboy, if you watch all the Spider-Man movies, you already know about those characters. So why would you want to find more explanations about them? The whole point of watching the old Spider-Man movies, you get that character already.
No. I'm not saying to explain it. I'm just to a point where you got, if you had Doc Ock, universe, when he's going down the river, that ocean, and portal opens up, he goes in, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then he comes to the Tom Holland universe and said, "Where's this place?" Now, if they go back and redid that, like Green Goblin, it's just my take on it. Okay.
No, I hear you, man. I hear you. But it's just like they kind of gave you a little bit of everything. They gave you a little bit of a what's that shit called? They gave you a little hint on Miles. They talked about Miles a little bit. I wish there was a black Spider-Man, and this and that. He joked about it. So the nice little Easter egg, there you go, like to throw around in there. You know what I mean? So all that, in fact, to take a look at the movie from 3 Spider-Men, to bring them together, that was badass. all these villains together. That was pretty dope. William Dafoe killed it as Green Goblin, by the way. You know what I mean? This is just one of my favorite Spider. And even my son was telling me. My son is like 16 years old, and he's telling me like, because he's a big Spider-Man fan. He's like, listen, this movie right here. He told me, he was like, this Spider-Man here, made Tom Holland Spider-Man. This is what defined him as Spider-Man. You showed him, they broke him down. When they killed Aunt May and everything, this is what broke him. Now at the end, he has nothing. He's basically Peter Parker from the comic book.
And I like how they linked all that. Every Spider-Man had their own death, right?
Yep.
I mean, if you think of Uncle Ben, you think about Gwen. You know what I mean? Like they died in their movies, right? And then and here, you know what I mean? Aunt May, you know what I mean? And I just love how they just brought all that together. I mean, they did it so well, man. It's just like where it makes sense to the average show. You know what I mean?
Listen, man. And there is plot, little parts that you can say here that, like you said, you could explain a little bit more about the villains, and then I understand that, but nothing's gonna be perfect. Nothing's gonna be perfect, but this movie was close to it, to me, in my opinion. That's all I gotta say.
What was that, Gomez?
I said, as a comic nerd, you always expect more when you watch a movie. It's always
that's true, dude. Yeah,
that's always a take on us. That's why I told when I'm on the East Week special, when I go watch a movie, I always put a blank versus comics related to movie related. Mm-hmm. That's just me. I don't go, this happened in this comic. They always change shit. Yeah, because they want the viewership that don't know about comics to enjoy a movie. It don't have to be like, why are they going some depth with this character or something like that. It's just one of those things where it's a different state of mind when I go to watch a movie. It's not. I don't know. I don't critique a lot. I'm
with you there, broski, because if you look at the MCU movies, like they come so close to the comic books, but not really. Yeah. You know what I mean? Not really. They don't go to the T of everything, and they're still badass movies. MCU is, one of the best comic books. Like DCEU can't even catch up. Not even these indie books. So like Hellboy, whatever the movies come out.
So when it comes to, like I said, when it comes to comic nerd base, there's always negativism and hating because they didn't do this or that. Go perfect to the comic. Hey, you gotta understand it's a different aspect when it comes to movies towards comics. That's just my.
As for me, when came to this movie, I had the only reason I'm being so little bit more critique because it was so highly anticipated, so highly marketed, and I'm sorry, but it's really hard to avoid the social media and spoilers. So hearing that and to a point where I heard certain thing, I read certain thing, and going to a movie, I don't like it. But it just means saying, now I have to know why this movie was such. Everybody thinks, and that come to a point where I was started critiquing each scene. Yeah. To a point, and when I hated myself for it because I didn't.
It was like the Matrix. Everybody's saying it's doo doo. I haven't seen it, so I don't really go based on what people tell me.
I'm with you, broski. I did the same thing. Everybody was telling me, Josh. Everybody was like, yo, listen, don't waste your time. I was like, listen, man. I'm gonna watch it regardless because Matrix was the shit back in '99. You know what I mean? So
I watched it last night.
Yeah, I had to see it. Man, it's tough, broski. That's all I gotta say.
Okay, so this is all I gotta take about when it comes to Spider-Man: No Way Home.
Anybody? Let me ask you this: since so MCU wise, where would you stack this?
Well, so I know you guys had
it's a 2-part question.
Half hour, I guess.
Okay, so you guys had a top 10 fucking Marvel, right? Okay, so out of the 10, I would say I probably would place that as an 8.
8? Okay, stop right there.
That's it.
All right, Spider-Man. Where would you rank it amongst the Spider-Man movies?
Rank among the Spider-Man movie, I said probably about 5.
Oh, come on, bro. They only made 5 movies.
Seriously, 5. Like I said, the only reason I'm going there because I didn't go with the open mind. I did not go there with open mind.
So what's your top Spider-Man movie?
Made 7.
Top Spider-Man movie? Spider-Man number 1. Tobey Maguire.
Mine's
I say 2.
Always like the Amazing Spider-Man 1
I said 1 and 2.
Tobey Maguire movies are good, but the Tobey Maguire
1 and 2. Then you got Andrew Garfield 3. Then you got Homecoming, right? Then you got this right here, No Way Home, and you know the Tobey Maguire, the third movie, the Venom. That's the last. That's the last movie I watched along with Amazing Spider-Man Part 2.
I'm gonna disagree with you, bro. I'm sorry. This shit automatically has to go shoot. To me, it's a tie with number one. It's gonna be this movie and Spider-Man 2. This is my tie. That's my top.
Yeah. I would do the same. Tobey Maguire, right?
Yeah. I
think I don't know, man. Like, is Tobey the best Spider-Man out there?
Yeah, I mean, I would assume.
I mean, that's the Spider-Man I know of. You know what I mean? That's the character that I read, and you know.
Yeah. Well, I think it's going to be generational, right? I mean, that question is going to be something where.
Yeah, I grew up watching. I wasn't that age.
But here's this: since now they strip of everything and nobody know who he is, his now he's by himself, his ability. Now, when this next trilogy comes out, it never know. That might overtake my Tobey Maguire because.
And I like what Doom saying. Tobey is the best Peter, and I agree with that because I do enjoy Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man more too. You know, when he's Spider-Man, he got that joking wit. You know, he's kind of witty. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's a good point, Doom. I like that.
I agree with him with Tobey being the best Peter Parker, but Andrew Garfield was the best Spider-Man.
But this movie right here kind of like got me interested to see what Tom Holland can do because I feel like he can play both now. You know what I mean? Because you know we seen him as Peter Parker, and now he has what happened. Tom is the best of both. Yeah. David is the worst human. Oh, man, I agree, man. I agree.
No argument there, man.
Fucking the love that I get on these people, I tell you.
But yeah, man, that's our take on the MCU. I did my MCU list.
Yeah.
Before I did watch this movie, now me watching this movie, and I don't give a fuck what the fuck people think. It's in my list. It's in my top 10 list.
Definitely.
I will have to rearrange my shit just watching this movie.
Mine's
I mean, for me, it's top 5, man. I really enjoyed the movie. You know what I mean?
I gotta go watch the movie once again because, like I said, the first time
I'm telling you, the second time around, I enjoyed it a lot better, man.
See, I gotta watch it with a different mind.
Yeah, you're just the critic. I mean, you're jaded, right? I mean, I think everybody here in the panel is jaded just because of all the shit that we listen to, right? Mm-hmm. And I think that really takes that enjoyment out of those movies, all of them, right?
It did for me. Because my expectation was up here. I mean, fan base point to a point like all my 3 Spider-Man came in one was up there, but to a point where the storyline and Ned with that thing is just man, really.
You were great at Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, they never explained Ned too much, but whatever.
Yeah.
They read condom already, so he's.
So let's talk about this right here. So
this will be quick.
Okay.
I don't want to ruin it. Broski's gonna watch it though, But I will say this.
I already heard a bunch of.
Oh, you heard of it? All right, so then we're gonna talk about it. Then go ahead, David. My bad.
All right, so David, Martian, since you're the very first one with Fred, since you've seen it yesterday, still fresh in your mind, what's your take on the movie?
Slow.
The beginning's slow. It really takes time to build up. I mean, it's not the Matrix that we know and love, right? We didn't get a lot of this. You know what I mean? I did like some of the kung fu freaking fighting scenes that they did have. That was cool. You know what I mean? They had some good things in regards to like some throwbacks. But it just didn't feel right. It didn't feel like an authentic movie in terms of kind of the flow that we like it to be. You know what I mean? This whole thing that it's a video game was like, what the fuck is this? It's kind of a joke. You know what I mean? It's like, what are you guys talking about? You know what I mean? It was not what I expected, man, to be honest with you. I expected a lot more action. I expected a lot more fighting, but it's not what we got. You know what I mean? At the end, this whole flying Supergirl scene was just it was
badass, but I agree with you. It was like, come on. Like
that means that you like I don't know, man. Like, it didn't, I think at that point, you would think Neo would have evolved his powers, right? And then he'd be like this unstoppable freaking person. You know what I mean? But he wasn't. He was just kind of weak. You know what I mean? We saw him get beat up. We saw him. You know, it just wasn't the right person. There was a big disconnect.
I mean, listen, Doom, you got to say it right. It's Doodoo son. Doodoo son. Yeah, man. Listen, man. I was gonna say what kind of like what Jay Salsa was saying. They waited too long for this movie. That's what it was. They waited too long for this movie. If he was gonna doing it, because the best one was the first one, right? The other two, they were all right, coming and explaining things, but the first one was the classic. Just leave it that what it was. And me coming into this, watching this movie, I didn't feel. I felt a little bit nostalgic. You got to see certain things, like Martian said, but not much of it. I feel like John Wick. That's it. I was watching John Wick, a little bit.
He's a wuss.
Yeah, and it's just I don't know. It wasn't my favorite, and I hate talking because Keanu Reeves is my guy, man. With John Wick and all that, but this movie was just sad, man. I feel like it was. They could have done okay without it. I would have been all right without making this movie. And
is they gonna set for more to come, or is that it?
I mean, reviews in box office will tell them everything. You know what I mean? And I don't think they've gotten any of that. You know what I mean? I don't know what Rotten Tomato and anything like that has it. I mean, it's
definitely a good movie. I mean, like if you're from the Matrix, you watch it. Watch it for yourself, bro.
For sure. I mean, it's not. To be honest with you, I watched it on HBO Max because it's already on there. You know what I mean? So that's where I didn't spend my money to go to theaters. I just waited for it to be streaming, which tells you like, man, it's like 4 or 5 days later, it's already streaming. You know what I mean? So it's like, what the hell? So I was like, let's watch it.
I haven't seen it, but I was gonna watch it later. But I'll still watch it. Whatever you guys say about movies, I just
look, man. If it's a standalone movie, it's watchable, right?
Yeah.
If you're gonna compare it to like The Matrix, I mean,
another thing, and I hate to spoil it that, but my one thing is like Morbius, like what the fuck was like? What's up? Like the whole thing that he was there, not there, like what? Like,
I'll make sure to take my blue pill before I watch that Rated Roar.
Get it, bro. Get it.
Yo, but David, man, what about you, man? What do you thought about the movie?
I thought the movie sucked.
Okay, all right. At least we agree on something.
So he's 2 for 2 on the sucky movies.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. The Spider-Man movie. I'm sorry, but with all the hype and stuff, I had to go in with a whole different mental thought. But when it comes to Matrix, I was watching it for the nostalgia of it, and to a point like, this is a fucking whole new story. I mean, it's like a remake of the first one.
Yeah,
and then fucking the John Wick is saying, "Oh, I don't know if I can do it, and I don't know if I have it." They're like, "Come on, man, you went through that shit same like 20 years ago, right?" But one thing I liked about that movie is that character, the female character. She's the character that came out in Iron Fist season 2, where she becomes Iron Fist. What's her name?
I can't remember that.
What's her name?
Colleen Wing. I know the Asian, right?
Yeah. I think she was dope as honestly,
she was okay.
If it was a solo, if it was a movie about her in the Matrix, fighting whatever
Bugs, yes.
What was her name? Bugs. Yeah. I think that's one character. Just somehow it built to a point like, getting into this character, and the last act is like she wasn't even fucking there. It's like, what happened to her? Yeah. They could have built more. I don't know, more story with her, but that's just to a point where, all right, now you got flying boy and flying woman fucking going around, but.
Island boy.
Yo, like watching this, I didn't when you first watched the first Matrix and you left the theater, you was like, damn, that's a classic, that's badass. I didn't get that feeling. On this one.
No.
This one, I was excited to watch it because damn, all right, Matrix. But this one after watching is like,
I mean, we gotta go through this again. Take the red pill.
Who are the original ones? The brothers, right? What are their names?
The what?
No, it's the same guy, but they had a fucking sex change.
I know, but it was only one of them, right?
No, it was 2.
It was 2 of them. I think one of them
was the 2 brothers.
Yeah.
Did this one?
This
Yeah.
one only one. Gina,
that's what I
whatever.
mean.
Yeah,
There's only one. Yeah.
only one.
Damn, Raider Roar. I wish you was around. I mean, listen, I wish you was around because if you liked the Matrix, I would like to hear why you liked the Matrix. Is, but yeah, I just found it tough for me. It was watchable, but it wasn't my favorite. It wasn't. I prefer what is it? The ones before Reloaded, Reload, right? You gonna watch it right now? Damn, all right, broski. Good luck.
After this.
Good luck.
It's like a 2.5-hour movie,
Yeah,
bro.
I watched The Green Knight. If I can sit through The Green Knight, I can sit through The Matrix.
All right. Well, enjoy it because you're gonna be in the same boat as us once you watch it. All right, so that is that. So Matrix sucked. All right.
For you guys, yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't pleased with it.
Yeah, I mean, it's not what I thought.
I would give it 6 out of 10. I think it's walking. I think it's above average.
They only made 16 million in the first week that it came out. So there it is. So let's talk about Hawkeye.
Hey, let's go back to Spider-Man if you don't mind.
Okay.
I think we missed the trailers, right? I think that's a part that I don't know if you guys want to talk about. I mean, Doctor Strange.
Oh, the Doctor Strange trailer. Oh yeah. We got to see some goodies there, man. We saw America Chavez. We saw some characters that people been specking on, for a while already. I thought that I felt like me and my daughter, we like she kind of got into the MCU more when WandaVision came out in the beginning of the year. So watching her, like she talked about Wanda, she saw Wanda, she got excited for it. So like she said it was awesome. She can't wait for Doctor Strange. I can't wait for Doctor Strange. And now with this madness of the multiverse, like I'm interested to see what's that about. Is the multiverse still open, or what is going to happen? We're going to see more characters, different characters. Yeah. So I thought that was badass, man. I thought it was good. I can't wait.
Yeah, I mean, I would agree, man. I was never a big, and I'm still not a big Doctor Strange fan. You know what I mean? But I think I'm more intrigued to Doctor Strange now than I've ever been. You know what I mean? Only because now he's kind of linked to everything on what's going to happen going forward, right? I think he's an integral part. And what we saw in the trailer, even Defender trailer, I thought we got a little glimpse of that. Actually, a little nugget for everybody. Defender's #1, right? I think that's his first appearance with that black and red suit. And there's actually a pretty dope 1 in 50. I want to say Terry Dodson cover out there too for that. So that's a little bit of a nugget for everybody if you want to pick that up. It's a pretty good spec play right now. It's going for $20-$30 right now. But the minute you see Defender Strange, especially that variant or even the regular cover, man, I think that's gonna shoot up pretty good. So along with America Chavez, who's already getting prices on that are just skyrocketing.
It's crazy on that book, man. Yeah.
I mean, all you got to see is the back of a jacket. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All these people. I mean, you got to pay attention to what the MCU is doing. They introduced it. They just brought Kate Bishop. With the Hawkeye, America Chavez. Then you got what's her name, Kamala Khan coming later on this year. Like, pay attention to what they're doing. They're bringing on these young characters out to you guys. You know what I mean? Don't wait till too late when you're not. These books are going crazy. Like, pay attention, man. If you can get these books for cheap, you don't have to get the first appearances. Get them incentives. Get them awesome covers. Get them the minor keys. That's such a thing to drive safe in Chicago. Oh yeah, drive safe, walking Jedi, man, for real, man.
Yeah, man.
But I'm excited.
So the end, maybe you guys didn't catch this, but I caught this the second time around. What's that character? Bombshell, right? Bombshell.
From what? From
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Did I miss that one too? I missed that character too, I guess.
No, but you know who she is, right?
No. Don't
Anybody?
know. No.
All right. Let me see if I can look her up. I saw a comic book cover on there of Bombshell, and I wasn't sure if I missed it or if I got it right. Let me pull up the cover. I think it's one of the Ultimate Spider-Mans, her first appearance. Anyways, I'm not saying she's gonna come on there, but the graphics of that cover they used, I just thought it was pretty interesting. Let me look on here real quick. Go ahead, guys.
Nah, that's good to know. I mean, if you things that we haven't seen that he saw, just But going back to that the Doctor Strange
I don't know if you guys can see
Wait,
this.
hold on. Let me sing you out.
trailer, I should say.
So at the end of the movie, they kind of show like this scene here, and or they're putting these Spider-Mans together, and I'm pretty sure it was this cover here.
Okay.
That's kind of when the end credits were playing.
Yeah,
So that's
yeah.
Ultimate Spider-Man #2, which is Bombshell's first appearance. And again, I don't know if Bombshell's ever going to appear there, but I just thought it was interesting how they played off of that.
Island boy.
Island boy.
That's funny, dude.
Yeah, but
Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed that trailer, but when it comes to American Chavez, I don't know. I'm still iffy about that character. Like how long, if she's going to be a longevity or not.
it's a good character. I don't know. I just feel like that's a good character to not I'm not gonna say spec on, but a good character in general in the Marvel universe. And no one ties about how the Doom said the other day about her just her powers with the multiverse and all that stuff. Like that it makes sense, and it's good that they bring in these new characters in, and given these new collectors, young collectors, you should say, a new glimpse of the future basically in the MCU, which is dope.
No,
Anyway.
America Chavez is going to be huge, man.
what was that?
Yeah.
America Chavez is going to be huge.
Well, I hope so. For all the people who picked up and speculated on her. I mean, I hope it worked out. But I have my doubts on that. But I mean, when it comes to Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness, fuck, man, I can't wait until I heard that Wolverine gonna be revisited. The whole Fox X-Men's gonna be, they're gonna have a little cameo. I'm pretty stoked already.
They're gonna have a cameo where and Doctor Strange?
Yeah, and the Doctor Strange.
Really?
Yeah.
I was hoping for one in this past movie, especially on the Statue of Liberty. Hoping because remember that movie where Magneto was using the Statue of Liberty? I thought they were gonna play something there with some X-Men, something there where one of them were gonna break through. Didn't get that, but it is what it is.
Yeah. But I mean, I just read that they're gonna revisit the old the X-Men, Fox X-Men, and along with Jack Human as a Wolverine. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be a huge scene. I think it's just gonna be a cameo, like showing trying to bring everything all in one again. Like what they did with Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of hope that there is some, so I can go all fucking nerdy again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
mean the second one, or the second kind of trailer, if you will, was the Venom, right? So
the post credit scene, the mid credit scene, that was the Venom one. I mean, the only reason why he was there was just to leave the symbiote. And
there's just that drop of
that seed. You know what I mean?
That spec saying, okay, you know where it's going.
And a funny thing, talk about that part. My son was talking to me afterwards, and he was saying, you know what they did? I was like, what? They put the symbiote there or whatever. They was like, yeah, no. Well, he said that during the whole movie, like, it's funny how the three Spider-Men were talking about, and they all had something in common. They fought an alien, blah blah blah, whatever. And Andrew Garfield never really fought Venom, right? So he was like, I'm like, yeah, okay. He was like, yeah, so that Venom probably might go to Andrew Garfield's universe or whatever the case is. I'm like, makes sense. You never know. You know what I mean? And would they bring back Andrew Garfield as a Spider-Man? I will hope so, because I enjoyed seeing Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield. I don't mind seeing another Amazing Spider-Man movie. You know what I mean? We didn't get the third one. You know what I mean? What would have been the third one? I'm curious.
But from my, we're gonna talk about this news about Marvel and DC news. But I mean, if you guys,
didn't something come out even today about they're talking about Spider-Gwen?
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So let's talk about it towards the end, but the whole credit about the Venom is like, where this is going to go on the next trilogy of Spider-Man. So let's talk about this. Hawkeye, season 1.
Yeah, broski, you saw this. I know you saw this,
right, broski?
Yeah, I saw this one.
Okay, now we got fucking full panel. You seen it, David? Martian?
Yeah.
What do you Okay, so Gomez, what's your thought on this season, man?
A real good season. I like how it all connected, everything, the story from Clint. This is when he was looking for his Ronin suit, to his family. It's everything. And Kingpin came at the end. That was dope to see him. The gunshot that happened at the end. It's always a mystery because they don't show nothing. So it's season one, which is awesome. If they do a season two, I like the way it connected at the end and end up being like she was. What's her name?
Okay, Bishop.
I forgot her name on top of my head. I drew a blank. But
Echo?
Kate Bishop, how she was, she idoled him, and she made him Clint a better person after the situation of what's her name, Black Widow, and met her sister,
Mm-hmm.
and drew a closure towards that situation to move on because that was eating him up from the beginning. If you see in the very beginning, and he had that resentment of trusting or being friends with anybody because of what happened to his Black Widow and Natasha. So yeah, and then it drew closure. So everything connected towards the MCU to have this new Kate Bishop, Hawkeye girl coming up to MCU, which I wouldn't mind seeing a solo movie from her in the future if they do something. But
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they're just going to end up keeping it as a season series, and then maybe they'll move in the future. But I can see growth in that character. That character grew on me, the way she was, the way how she acted. It would fit perfect for that character. So I was happy for that season. I liked it, and it had a holiday holiday kind of like
Yeah.
standpoint towards it too. So it was perfect between November and December of that intake of the program. So yeah, I give it a 5 out of 5 stars. I'd watch it again. I watched it with my wife; she was glued to it. So it was a good storyline.
Your take, Mike?
I don't understand. I don't understand. Like me watching it, I don't understand how people cannot like. It's either you like it or you don't like it. I don't understand how people don't like, this type of. It was pretty badass. I enjoyed watching even from like the Matt Fraction type style in the beginning, the intro and everything, the art and all that shit. Like that shit kind of like made me want to like it more. Watching the first episode and then drawing certain characters that we're not too familiar with, like Echo. I like seeing her character. I thought they picked a good character for that. We got to see and we got to know that Kingpin is in this universe now. He's in he can play in any either storyline or movie. And the fact that we have the same guy who played, I forgot his name, Vincent something, to play Kingpin, and then we have Charlie Cox, that we saw on Spider-Man again. You know what I mean? So like all that connecting. I hope they come back with it because Daredevil was fucking awesome. You know what I mean? In Netflix. So all this connecting together, like Broski said, with Kate Bishop and Clint Barton, and the Christmas feeling on this show. It was pretty dope. Elena, we got to see Elena. And like he said, they got their closure, because of Natasha. So all this, saying that overall, I thought this was an awesome show. 6 episodes was good enough. I felt like, each episode was like 40 minutes or whatever. And, felt like a long movie, you know what I mean? And I love shows like that. I said it before, Loki was awesome. A lot of people get, like, Loki wasn't all that. Loki was awesome to me. I enjoyed Winter Soldier and, Falcon Winter Soldier. That was awesome too. Vincent, all right, there you go, my man. Google got quick fingers. All right, there you go. Yeah, so yeah, man, Hawkeye was awesome. I enjoyed it. The storyline was awesome. And I can't say nothing else about it, man. I give it a thumbs up.
Martian?
I loved it, man. I really liked it. I like the comedy. Kate Bishop was witty as hell. You know what I mean? So really enjoyed it. I didn't like the Kingpin ending, or just kind of he got punked. Yeah, he got, I guess, crashed into or whatever. But Kingpin's such a menacing kind of in the background character that I just kind of wish they would have just kept him as an Easter egg and more alluded to him and then built on his character more and more and more. I know maybe a lot of people would have liked to see more of him. I would have liked to see less of him. Him being a gangster kind of mafia type guy, just the leader of it. I don't know. Like you have his goons take care of everything for him. You know what I mean? So I would have liked him to see him be particularly in this Hawkeye series to be more of a background character than what we saw. I just felt it was kind of rushed at the end. Just get him out of there, or get him on scene and get him out. You know what I mean? So that to me, I felt that was rushed. Maybe if you would have added an additional episode, maybe to play his character out, flush it out a little better. I think for me that would have been much more better received. Didn't like how they played him out. Other than that, enjoyed watching Echo tremendously. I think the challenges that she has, and it's really all about attitude. You know what I mean? I think for her, played out really well. You know what I mean? You're talking about somebody who's deaf and amputee. You know what I mean? So it's crazy what that woman could do, man. So it's nuts, man. So I really enjoy that. Seeing that we're gonna see an upcoming Echo series. I think we're gonna get the backstories. We're gonna get more storyline in regards to her, which I think people are gonna like her character even more. I think her character right now was fine where it was. It wasn't really too much about her, right? Although she was, one of the main guys or main antagonists, if you will. Yeah. But I felt that she had enough screen time to kind of introduce her character to the masses, if you will.
Yeah.
Yeah. As for me, this is my favorite Disney Plus show so far when it comes to Marvel. So
Disney Plus, yeah.
I love street level superheroes. Instead of cosmic, with all that, because it's so easily for me to relate when it comes to street level heroes like Spider-Man, Daredevil, and things like that. I like the chemistry between Kate Bishop and
Yelena.
Yelena.
Yeah, dude, that was awesome.
That was
I'd love to see their separate shows if they could just do a separate show. And when it comes to Echo, is to me she's a ruse. I think they use that character somewhat to bring in Daredevil and Kingpin. So when you see an Echo show, I get the strange feeling that it's not going to be about her, but it's a story of. I think she's going to be a ruse, and Daredevil and Kingpin going to be the main focus.
Yeah, she's not going to be the main baddie. You know what I mean? It's always going to be Kingpin. You know what I mean? They're tied intricately. You know what I mean? So I think you're absolutely right on that. But I do want to touch on the fact that you were talking about the chemistry that those two had. You know what I mean?
I loved it.
It was so fucking funny, man. The part where she kept always referring to her as Kate Bishop. Kate Bishop. It was just hilarious, man. I think that was really well played.
And her accent and the elevator scene, I swear to God, is to a point where you got older sister and younger sister fighting, someone having a little bickery. I don't know, somehow that whole chemistry, it might be kind of childish, but to a point where like, oh, shit, it works.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed it. It's one of my top, my favorite so far. Next,
you're gonna get to see more of Yelena. And from what we think, what is it gonna be Thunderbolts, right? Thunderbolts are gonna be part of Thunderbolts. I don't know. And then I don't know. I feel like since Echo getting her series, you get to see more of Kate Bishop. I feel like maybe you could throw her in there somehow. Maybe a cameo or whatever. But I didn't know what Doom was saying. Kate Bishop has a better relationship with America Chavez as well. I didn't know that. It's cool. You know what I mean? And a good question too by Raider Roy. He said, "Who's a better spec play, Echo or Yelena?" I'm gonna say they're kind of the same, right? And to me, at least.
It's the old classic. You're never gonna really put your money on villains. You know what I mean? So
that's true.
I'll leave it at that.
I don't know. I'll go with Yelena. I think that would be a better spec. I mean, in the long run, because she'll be in the MCU. She'll be in the movie along with crossover with Disney Plus series. So,
although I guess. I mean,
she'll be in with.
Well, you look at the value right now. Actually, Yelena's 9.8 are probably going for like $400.
Yeah,
Echo's about $1,000, dude.
Are you serious for that?
Damn.
$8.99, $9.99, somewhere in there.
No way. No, thank you.
I like what Doom says. Short term, both. Long term, none. There you go.
I think Ilana might have more growth though because because she's now the Black Widow. So I don't know.
Yeah, they're anti-heroes. Yeah, Raider. That's what he meant. I'm sure
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Well, definitely on season 2, we're gonna see the whole connection with, with Clint and along with his wife being a Mockingbird, and they haven't said that she's a Mockingbird, but when she
The
found
symbol
that
at the
watch in
end,
the
the
Kind
back,
of implied, right?
Shield,
Yeah,
Agent
watch.
of Shield, Agent
the
19.
watch.
So so there it is. I mean, just overall, I enjoy them. I enjoy
Which pretty
every-
much kind of retcons all the Shield, right?
I was just about to say that, right? Didn't they have a
Yeah.
Mockingbird in the Shield
Yeah.
show?
No,
yeah,
but
she's freaking stunning, dude.
Yeah.
I think I've been reading this is that Mockingbird is not actually the character. It's like Black Widow. Anybody can be Black Widow.
Okay.
So it's almost like a 007, James Bond. 007. 007 can be anybody. If you see No Time to Die, that there is a female 007. So,
I think you be a good 007,
You
David.
talking about Men in
Me?
Black?
Yeah.
nah, man, I'll be 069.
Oh, 6'9".
Oh shit, yo! But yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
Mockingbird. So.
it was a great show. I mean, there's so many books that you can spec on when it comes to all this, especially with Hawkeye. Mockingbird. That what was that? Tales of fuck, man. What was that movie? I mean, not movie, but what's that book with Car and Doom?
Who in Doom?
No, there's this comic book. It's God, I forgot what it called, but it's called.
Silver Age, Bronze Age.
No, it's a Copper Age.
Mockingbird?
No, it's a first appearance of the character.
Alfred Hitchcock? Yeah, to kill
No,
him.
it's the first appearance of that
I don't know.
character that becomes Mockingbird. Not Marvel Team Up. It's called Something Tales number 13, I think.
Was the
Like a
first
green cover,
Mockingbird?
No, it's the first appearance of that character that becomes Mockingbird.
So the character that becomes Mockingbird in Marvel Team Up, right? The green cover.
Exactly.
So okay, came previous to that. Okay, I see
Yeah.
what you're saying. Yeah. Batman 880. There you go. Doom got it.
Yeah,
Oh,
There you
man. What
All
the hell
right.
you talking about? Cloak and Dagger, Hawk and Dove? What? Yes? Yeah, I don't know. What's the question? I don't know.
Superman #1.
Have you guys watched Don't Look? Oh, yo, I seen Don't Look Up. I seen that movie. What's my man's name? Is it Satoru? Yes, I seen Don't Look Up. It's an interesting movie. My wife played it, I think, the other morning. We was having coffee. She threw a movie and it was pretty good. It's
Yeah,
kind of like a dark
the-
comedy. It's a dark comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Leonardo DiCaprio, right? And what's
Yeah.
his name?
Yeah.
Jennifer
Jennifer
I
Lawrence.
love that haircut that she had, man. That
Yeah.
was fucking dope, bro.
Sexy.
No.
Yeah, you guys watching Witcher?
Oh my god, I'm in the middle. I think I'm on episode 5 of Witcher, which is fucking awesome,
Don't
dude.
say anything, bro.
Yeah, I'm not saying nothing, but yo, it is freaking dope. I love it, man.
I watched it. I watched the whole thing. Dude,
Please.
it's the shit. It's the
I know.
shit.
I know.
can
Just
see it.
please, don't no spoilers here.
Yeah, no spoilers
Is
here.
it better than Spider-Man? Take it.
Should I tell you one thing? It is it's better than Matrix. I'll tell you-
Way better than Matrix.
I saw
Oh,
season 1. I had
Witcher's the best DCU movie, man.
Yeah.
Don't Look Up was better. Better.
I don't know what you're talking about, there, Chemist. You got me lost, bro.
Where he said, "Don't Look Down" was better than David Sikin review on it. Yeah, okay.
Oh, I see. Okay, I see what you're saying now. All right. All right.
Oh man. All right, so we talk about Marvel and DC news.
Yes.
So whatever all the 3 movies and the show that we talked about, there is a news, and DC is going to be something that I want to talk about towards the end because Mike, if you've seen that Batman review, I mean the trailer, fuck man, I'm hyped.
I gotta see that one.
I am hyped.
We'll talk. I mean, I guess we'll talk about that later. You want to talk about it now?
You can talk about it now if you want.
No, I mean, I saw that when I sat down and I saw Batman before watching the Spider-Man movie. And I saw that trailer. Yo, I thought that shit was dope, bro.
Oh, man. It was
Oh my
dope.
god, I cannot wait. Yo, listen, me and Biggs was talking, and Biggs is right. next year is the year of DC, man. You got these big heavy hitter movies coming out. You have 3 big movies from DC. You got the Batman coming out. You have Black Adam coming out. You have the Flash coming out with Michael Keaton as reprising Batman. So you got 3 big Batman. I mean, 3 DC movies coming out next. So in a way, I'm like, yeah, you're right. You know, because Marvel really, what movie they coming? They're not really coming out with. They kind of like going hard on the MC in Disney Plus, right? You know, with the shows and stuff that's coming out next year. So yeah,
wait,
man.
Wait, I think Marvel isn't Marvel coming out with.
I mean, Doctor Strange and stuff like that, but
Strange,
yeah,
right?
but
And
DC just got. I don't know. So DC, the Batman, that movie looks incredible, man. That's all I gotta say. If you watch that trailer, then I think they pushed it to April, or if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong. People in chat, I don't know. I thought it was coming out in March, but I heard April. So I cannot wait, man, for the Batman to drop. That looks like a dark, gritty Batman. We're gonna see characters like we never seen them before. The Riddler already looks different from what you don't even see his face. Period.
yeah, it's almost like Saw, there's that
Yeah.
type of thing, and I think from what our understanding is that there was one character in that trailer that was in the background behind Commissioner Gordon or Captain Gordon, but they added that character out, and now he's going to become the Joker, and that's
Really.
It was the same character who played in one of the Eternals. I forgot what his name. The one that had the mind, the one that plays with the people's mind.
I didn't see the Eternal, so I wouldn't know.
Well, anyway, so that same actor was supposed to be in the background playing as one of the officers for Gotham Police Department, but now they edited him out, so they cut him out of that thing, and now he's gonna play the Joker. So we got Joker, we got Riddler, we got Penguin. Man, I'm telling you, man, this fucking movie is gonna be dope.
Yeah, they got so many different Batman characters in this. I mean, Matt Reeves is an incredible director, as it is. You've seen his previous movies with Planet of the Apes. Them shit was dope. And from him making Batman, and Batman is already a dark character. To make it more darker than what people expect it to be, because I haven't seen this movie. Nobody's seen the movie yet, but I'm just saying I haven't seen a character so dark being taken more crazy to the edge, you know what I mean? And I think this movie was gonna do it. I mean, at the same time, don't give me the fucking bullshit all the time. The origin, we know all these characters' origins. Don't give me the origin. And I like how they taken this approach with this Batman. That this is the second year. This is the second year of him as Batman already. They're not going back to how he became Batman, why he became Batman, and all that. So being early Batman and detective mode and all that shit, that shit is just awesome, man. And him being, first meeting with these villains and characters, I think it's gonna be good, man. I think it's gonna be awesome. And I can't wait for it, man.
Yeah, me neither, man.
Yeah. My bad. I know you wanted to talk DC after, but
No. I mean, hey, we go with the flow. There's no rules. There's nothing is
It's your show, bro. My bad.
No, it's all of our shows. Just you
can take over on Sunday, Joker.
Yeah, Sunday. Yeah. All right. I'll shut up.
So, going back to Spider-Man: No Way Home, the whole spec. I mean, you can spec all you want, but I read through. If you know Mikey Sutton, Geekosity, he does a show with TiVo, and he was the Black Knight before, but reading his thing about the whole new trilogy is that we will get Black Cat.
The rest of the night.
How that you doing? Black Cat. Oh, we are gonna get Black Cat.
We're gonna get Black Cat. From my understanding is that he's love interest, since MJ is there. I mean, he's always gonna be there, but somehow he's gonna be love interest will be Felicia Hardy.
I mean, I see good. This is a good way to bring characters like that into like now that everybody doesn't know him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I could see Felicia, a Black Cat coming in. I could see even Gwen Stacy, coming into this.
See, that's the whole thing, is that I think episode 5, Spider-Man 5, the second movie, Miles and Gwen's going to be on a live action, in that they will be introduced. So within the 5 to 6 years from now, we will actually see Miles Morales and Gwen Stacy later to become Spider-Man and Spider-Gwen. So
yeah, I mean, like we always said that we seen like the Prowler, right? Basically, he's already in
He's
the
already there.
yeah, he's already there. We just don't know how when they're gonna bring him up. I just feel like right now, since Spider-Man's still a kid and he's still coming out of high school, going into college, it's a little too early for Miles. Let Spider-Man grow up more, you know what I mean, and then bring Miles and that, you know what I mean. So
Yeah, I mean, the next one, Spider-Man 4, Tom Holland Spider-Man 4 movie. He will be battling. He will be the Venom. He will have the symbiote.
it's somewhere I read. I think the Spider-Man movie, that last Spider-Man movie, was kind of like an end game, right? Like the all the home, Far From Home, No Way From Home, and all that stuff. They done with that. They supposedly
They're
they titled
done.
this was Spectacular Spider-Man or something like that. I could be wrong, but that's what I've read and what I've heard. But they've taken a different approach with the title. They done with the home.
I'm all for it. Like I said,
Yeah.
like you said, going back, what you said, Mike, was that they strip of everything, and that Spider-Man is going to be the Spider-Man that I know of, and
Yeah.
and for him to go, being on his
Yo,
own.
Yo, dude, did you see the suit that he made at the end? Like, that suit was fucking awesome. That bright
Awesome,
blue,
bro.
that red, and I'm like,
I got a huge boner.
right. Say that again. I'm sorry.
I got a fucking boner when I saw that, like the classic fucking Romita
More
suit.
like that.
Oh
like that.
man, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, the Romita. Yeah, once I saw the Romita color, that's the first thing I told myself. Like, oh, that's Romita. That's John Romita Spider-Man. That color and all that stuff. Like, I got that feeling, man. And I just can't wait to see more of this.
Yes.
Yo, Doom. Yeah, are we on Sunday? I mean, if you're busy, then we could do it next Sunday, bro. Because I know that we're working on something. So let me know, Doom. If you can't make it, then I'm working around you because you're the one doing all this stuff. The next show. Triple C says what he says there, bro.
He said, "Do you feel that they are building on each movie, or they just one spin-off since Justice League didn't make the way for DC wanted?"
Yeah, we're talking about going back to DC now. Yo, if you talk about the Batman is in a different universe from that.
I think that's year one.
No, this one, the Batman is year two.
Year two.
Yeah. So I feel like this movie's gonna be doing so well. They're gonna come back with the same, universe of this Batman.
Yeah, I don't know if they're really doing like it all chronically in order type deal in terms of like what Triple C is asking. I think they're looking at more independent films, just kind of one off, telling storylines. Versus kind of tying it all together. I hope they tie it together. Obviously, the MCU strategy works, but
I think Matt Reeves.
It's yet to be seen.
I think when it comes to Matt Reeves' Batman, I think that will be like a trilogy, like Christopher Nolan type of movie. It's not linked to any universe. He will just have his trilogy movie, and that'll be done.
Yeah, but that's that they're kind of like
you can always
with DC. You know what I mean? Because you had the Nolan movies that were fucking dope. You know what I mean? And then you have a Matt Reeves,
the Catwoman or whatever character that's on there as one else you want in the future. I don't know. It's hard. It's hard because
here's the thing. You know how Justice League, how Zack Snyder made that universe with Justice League, Man of Steel and all that movie kind of all linked together, right? All right. So, from my understanding is that when this Discovery and WB merger comes in, I think what Zack Snyder is going to do is he's going to have his own universe, and every movie that is going to be within the Snyderverse will say Snyderverse.
That makes sense.
And that's going to be his logo. That any DC movie that comes out, when it comes to DC related movie, if it doesn't say Snyderverse, it's not linked to that universe. It's going to be on his own, because you got to see J.J. Abrams is going to have his own Superman movie or show that's going to be coming out. That's not going to be linked with Snyderverse.
I think you got to pay attention to the Flash movie, bro. Because
no, the Flash movie, I tell you this, Matt Reeves and Christopher Nolan Batman will not come out on that.
No, I'm not saying that, but you got to pay attention to that because you got the Snyder Flash now, right? But you also got Tim Burton Batman in that too. So it's like they clash. It's kind of like the multiverse a little bit, like like
It's
how
like a multiverse, but you will not. That will never be linked with Nolan and Matt Reeves. It will not.
Different time point. It's a different time point.
And the Flashpoint, I'm telling you, that is a fucking movie that's about to bomb. I'm telling you, because they changed the storyline so many times within the past year. I mean, I've been following this Flashpoint, and the thing is that I don't know, man. Like, I'm gonna go watch it, but I don't think it's what everybody's gonna be thinking about.
with the Flash.
Yeah.
I mean, I just want to see Michael Keaton again, man, as Bruce Wayne and Batman. I got to see that it's pretty dope.
I mean, fan base point, I'm totally hype about it. But when it comes to storyline, I don't know. Man.
The dude playing, first of all, the dude playing Flash is not.
He's not going to carry that fucking movie. I'm telling you.
No.
It's just hilarious, but
hey, gentlemen, I'm a timeout. I think the wife wants to go watch The Witcher, so.
No doubt, man. Enjoy it, man. Enjoy it.
All right, bro. Happy New Year, guys.
Yes.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
Man, change this view, dude.
Yeah, man, where, man? There you go. That shit all up close to my face.
Fuck like this, bro. Let me tell you about some bullshit.
Let's talk about Batman.
Alrighty.
Oh, shit.
Seriously, I mean, Batman, Black Adam, fuck, I can't wait. But Flash, man, I don't know, man. I really don't know.
I mean, you may not know, but still, it's gonna be a movie that's gonna draw people to it.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, it's like Spider-Man: No Way Home. It's this fan base, is to a point where Michael Keaton comes back as a fucking vulture in the DC universe. Like, oh yeah, crossover. But
I'm excited for it, man. I'm excited for DC next year to see what they bring. And yes, next year they still do. My man Ray Ross said it back then. He said Thor, Doctor Strange, and Blade coming out. I'm assuming those movies. I didn't know about Blade coming out as a movie, but it's good to see that Doctor Strange is coming out with the movie, and Thor. I forgot Thor, Love and Thunder coming out.
Yes. Don't forget Blue Beetle. They decided to do a theatrical release.
Blue Beetle's coming out as a movie, yeah.
Blue Beetle, so
that's gonna be dope.
Blue Beetle.
Showing the Latinos some love.
Mexicano.
That's it, bro. Another Mexican.
Hey, never know, man. That movie could be a fucking $500 million show.
Good actor, brother. Real good actor. I like the
I really, yeah, I enjoy him in Cobra Kai. Talk about Cobra Kai. Cobra Kai drops New Year's Eve. I think it is. Yeah.
31st or the 2nd or something like that.
Something like that. Yeah.
Talking about dropping. Tomorrow is the fucking day, bro.
Boba Fett.
Book of Boba Fett.
Yeah, man.
God damn. Oh, so okay, going back to Marvel. Hey, they cast fucking what's his name? Norman Reedus as a fucking Ghost Rider.
I heard about that. No, I heard that they casted Ghost Rider. This is from what I've heard. They casted a Ghost Rider character, but Norman, like they say, Norman Reedus has been given hints that he wanted to play Ghost Rider. So they're assuming that he's the new.
I think he's him, man. He's the only. Blaze. I think he will pull it off, man. I think he'll pull it off.
I mean, I'm down for it because I'm cool. I like Norman Reedus, but I just feel like he's just a little too old for that character. You know what I mean? Give somebody, some fresh eyes on that, man. But I love Ghost Rider, so it's awesome to see it. I'm excited for it. Those Marvel Spotlight 5 is gonna go. I mean, they've been crazy high, but they're gonna be more and more expensive now, man. Those Moon Girl Poe variants, yeah, man. So I can't wait to see a Ghost Rider back on the MCU. Now that we got these dark characters, you got Blade, you got now Ghost Rider, you got Moon Knight. My man Doom was hinting over here talking about the
Midnight Sun, bro.
Midnight Suns, you know what I mean? So pay
attention. It's happening. It's coming.
Yeah.
And then there's another thing is that Morbius is coming out also.
And Morbius, there you go.
Morbius.
And Moon Knight's son, the first appearance is what? Doctor Strange was Domination #2, right?
The new team with Moon Knight in it, with Moon Knight and Blade in it, That's the first.
Yeah, that's the first, like the new.
Triple C. All right, girl. Shout out to Triple C. There you go. There you go.
So yeah, so what I heard is that with the collaboration with Sony and Marvel, they're gonna have fucking Morbius versus Blade movie coming up.
That'll be
Morbius
awesome.
still hasn't come out too, huh? Yeah, we're
What's
up
that?
by night. Yeah, we're up by night, baby. Another Mexican.
Oh yeah, your boy
Yeah,
Gomez, right? Gomez.
Yeah, G.
What's his
G
name?
money.
Jake Gomez. There you go,
Yeah.
man. Yeah.
So fucking a lot of shit, man. A lot of this nostalgia characters coming up live. I mean, live action. Man, I'm just glad that I live in this era to a point
Right?
where I get to fucking
Yeah,
watch
this
all
is
these
coming.
fucking characters come to life, you know?
Yeah, I'm excited for it, man. I can't wait.
Yeah, keep specking on that Moon Girl because the fucking animation, the animated series is gonna
Yeah, it's
suck.
on the works.
Yo, Moon Girl.
Have you seen the art? Have you seen what they did?
Yeah, I seen it.
Like, I can't do it, man.
Me neither. But listen, this is something for kids, I guess. You know, I mean, you know, they're not making it for us. You know, because I'm not watching it.
I can't watch it. I tried watching that anime version of that Star Wars. That
Oh, you talk about the
one with the big heads?
Bad Batch.
No. No, it's called Star Wars animation.
Nah,
Dude.
man.
Like, I tried watching it, I can't. It's like watching pop character with big head, big eyes. It's just I can't do it.
Like
watching
Funkos, watching Funko Pops.
Exactly.
Huh?
Oh shit! Yo.
Like, I can't. But what was the other fucking what's the other thing that they mentioned about Marvel is we talked about Hawkeye, like the next series, season 2 is gonna be Clint Burton with his wife, it's gonna be Hawkeye and and Mockingbird. That's gonna be concentrated on season 2.
Mm-hmm.
Kate Bishop is definitely good. They're gonna make new Avengers, the Young Avengers.
Young
Kate
Avengers.
Bishop's gonna be on that, and so a lot of shit is happening. That it's just thinking, what a time to be alive! What a time to be alive!
No, it is, man. It is. And yeah, man. I mean, listen, going back to I know because they talking in the chat about the Moon Girl. Yeah, Moon Girl is a good book to get, man. I mean, 30 years from now, they'll be trying to get that Moon Girl book, and I agree, man. Yeah, I agree. That's these are characters that you got to think about. No, we may not,
No, by the 30 years,
pay
I'll be
attention to
too
these
old.
characters. Yeah, you never know, right?
I'll
You
be
never know.
82 years old by then.
That's you probably sold your collection already.
Yeah, probably sold my collection. Probably my AF-15 will be buried alive with me.
Hmm.
And,
Yo, just let me know where you being buried, bro. All right?
Yeah, me too, brother. Me too.
Hey, if you can still do this shit in 30 years, man, before I go, if my kid's not into it, like, I probably will fucking A-OK that book to someone who really fucking.
Damn! Wow.
No, I'm serious, man. It's
Mo, whenever we get these live, just invite me. I'll be on.
Yeah.
hey, man, in 30 years from now, I'm fucking 80 years old, fucking going live.
Oh,
Everybody, even the people in the radio say I have my show already, bro. Oh shit!
Hey, talk about Radio Roar, man. That's one other state that I might be thinking to moving is to fucking Nevada. Actually.
Oh shit! Okay.
Yeah.
Nevada's not far from where I could go. My mom lives out there.
There you go. If you move to Nevada, there you go. Doom, you got somewhere to stay at, man. When you go to Vegas, bro.
No, seriously. I've been looking at some few places in Henderson's and it's that's the 3 state I'm thinking about is probably San Francisco, if not Florida, if not then Nevada.
Yeah, Frisco's about where I'm at. About an hour away.
So my last resort will be California. I mean, like probably somewhere in LA area. That'll be my last resort, though. So,
He's okay.
Yeah.
You can have the next contest. Oh, we hit 2,000 subs.
Yeah. But 2,000 sub will be in 30 years. Thanks, Doom. Hey, fucking Doom. Gotta thank you for your support. You know what I mean?
Since day one.
Yeah. No, but honestly, shout out to Doom, man. Without him, I would have probably never have done this YouTube channel. You know what I mean? Watching him, being an island boy and everything.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So shout out to Doom, man. Thanks for everything, bro.
Yeah, for real, man. Shout out to Doom, man. Always working, backstage, man. He put. I got places to stay. I don't want to stay at a place that smell like fish and kimchi.
No, none of that shit around my house.
Oh shit! But yeah, man. Good shit, man. Good shit. Good topics you had, man, tonight.
Hey, what do you guys think? Just off the topic here. You think I should get this shit graded or not?
Ooh, you know what? What's the conditions of those?
Ah, man, this one I'm probably looking at about 9.0, 9.2.
Yeah.
But as for the San Diego Comic-Con, probably 8.5, 9.0.
I'll probably do that one. Then
fuck it, just slab them.
Yeah, I mean, it would be dope fucking get this thing in slab, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think the San Diego Comic-Con is worth getting than the other one if you're going to choose the two. I think that one's harder to get.
And the other thing is, this one here, why is it so fucking under... You know what this is?
Tarantula?
Is that first Tarantula?
Yeah, but this is the second Punisher.
That's what people say, right? That's what is. I mean, I wouldn't know because I don't have that book. You know.
Okay, because on the last panel, there's a splash page with Spider-Man like on the ground, right? But in the back, there's Punisher behind, standing up, towering over Spider-Man.
Yeah. I mean, that's a good book to have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, where's this other one?
I mean, yeah, the Wizard #1s, yeah, Rated Roy, those are good to have, yeah, man. Those are classics, man.
What do you think about this? Newsstand.
Oh, is it newsstand? I mean, slab though? Nah, just put it in the top loader, man.
Are you serious? I think it was.
I don't think that book's going anywhere. I have a newsstand. I think that book's okay, but I don't know. It does. It was a
top
flop.
Loader. Just put that shit. Send it to PGX like Doom says, man. Either that or top loader.
That story was a flop.
Oh yeah. Spec play, bro.
That's definitely a slab worthy book, bro. Definitely. Ugly ass cover though, but definitely.
Yeah, ugly ass cover, but this is my spec play. I gotta get this shit graded.
That's definitely got to go to CGC.
So that's pretty much it, man. Hey, Mike. So how do you like that clear board? Did you try it out yet?
Listen, I did not receive it for some reason. I don't know why. What happened?
What the fuck, man? It was delivered.
I know. I saw the tracking and I saw everything, and I have not received it. I knocked at all my neighbors' doors, and nobody has it, bro. Nobody has
serious?
it. I'm dead serious. Dead serious.
Fuck me.
Maybe it's under your tree, wrapped up.
I didn't get it.
No, because I think you were the very first one to receive out of the 3 packages that I sent out.
Yeah, I didn't get it, bro. I meant to get back at you and tell you, but yeah, I forgot. No, I didn't get it. I knocked on my neighbor's doors, and none of them have it.
God damn.
Yeah. I don't know what happened.
All right, I guess I have to go. I guess I gotta go do my detective work. What the fuck them packages? Because he said
you got time before the wife gets home.
Because it got dropped off. It got dropped off at the front door.
If it got dropped off at the front door, then anybody could come get it. Because I live in a project building, so anybody has access to my front door.
Oh fuck!
That's why I asked on my note. Usually I leave a note on my door, and I'm like, just leave it on whatever apartment, and I go pick it up. But it seemed like somebody just probably.
Yeah, it's holiday season.
I got you next
holiday season. They be ganking shit, anyways.
Yeah.
But I mean, all they got is a thick fucking clear plastic.
Yeah, I know when they open it, what the fuck is this? They probably like, what the fuck is this?
Exactly.
They probably put a photo in it and hung it up.
Yeah. Probably.
Thank you.
Yeah, I would have told you, man. I would have, like you said, you told me like just try it out and review. I would have reviewed it on my show, on my channel, but I didn't get a chance to get it.
All right. Well, fuck. I don't know.
No worries, David, man. No worries, brother.
Nah, I'm kind of pissed now because some fucking guy that has your clear plastic board. Now I gotta check every fucking YouTube channel to see if anybody do a clear plastic. You fucking put on the chat like, hey, where you live, man?
Yeah. I don't know. That was just weird.
Ah, shit. All right, man. I think that's pretty much it. You want to close? You want to say something to 5 people who's watching right now?
To the 5 people, man, make sure you tune in on Sunday. How about that? Those 5 people, we need them on our chat on Sunday.
So what? You gonna be on Sunday or what?
Yeah, most likely I'll be. You know what? I got to make these flyers, man. These layouts for the show. If I make them in time, then we do Sunday. I've been busy with the family. You know, if you see me throw up talking about the show on Sunday by Saturday, then we're having the show by Saturday. You know, I'll let you know on Sunday. But it looks like it's a green light from now. So I just got to work on those layouts for the show, and that's it basically. Because me and Doom, we've been talking about some things that we want to, do whatever. Just show some homage covers, and I'll leave it at that. For the show, and I've been wanting to do some cover tunes for Mike Morello too. I meant to do that too, but holiday season's just been dealing with the family and stuff like that. So it's kind of like, a little crazy. And I'm not going to stop, chilling with the family for this YouTube stuff. You know what I mean? So
no, I hear you, bro.
You know what I mean? But yeah, we should have a show either this Sunday or next Sunday for sure. So.
Well, definitely, I'll be watching for that alert.
Yeah, definitely, man. And I know Broski, what you got, bro?
Just chilling. Well, I'm gonna shoot those top 10 DC and top 10 Marvel videos that David put out.
Yeah, have fun, man. I mean,
I support that. You and Drashir, I watched that, and you both been reaching out to try to do one. So I've been trying to do one together. But like Joker said, I have my daughter here and family here. They're here playing Jenga right now. So I just been busy with family time, trying to spend much time because after this, next week's grind like you nonstop.
Yeah.
No, as for me, man, I appreciate both of you guys, and along with Martian, during the holiday time, man, it's all about family. Thank you so much for taking the time. I'm sorry that I took an hour and a half of you guys' time, but I really, really mahalo, bro. You
never
guys
sorry, bro.
You don't mind, man. I don't mind, man. It was awesome, man.
Yeah.
We're talking comics. Come on, man.
Yeah. No, thank you. And as for me, I got like 3 videos talking about how to collect and what to collect. I got some haul videos, and I got fucking video all scheduled all the way to February 2nd. So once a week I have a video coming out. So look out for that, guys, and support. If all you 6 people watching this right now, if you probably sub to Mike, Joker M21, East Meets West Comics,
Yes.
the podcast. Support, every show you watch them, give them a thumbs up, comment. That's one way to support these channels and give love to and stuff. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So I just want to say thanks again, and Happy New Year, guys, and see you guys all in 2022.
Later.
Mahalos.
Say it, man.
Sweet.
Bye.